Wildfire Maria, and I had been MIA for about almost a month and a half or two. And that's just because life happened, you know, some personal stuff I went through, moved locations. Dude, this is my 5th time moving, and I cannot tell you enough like how I am just over moving locations. Although I will say it does help you really get good at like consolidating things and then unpacking. And it is fun to kind of switch up the vibe, and well, you know what, I actually don't mind it too much, but it is. Whoops, I kind of messed up the list here, but yeah, moving is one of the top 5 things that stress people out, which also includes death of a loved one, divorce, major illness, or job loss, so yikes. Went through that, and I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place with this YouTube post, mostly because I didn't really know like where to start off, and I guess it was just mostly explaining why I lost my momentum of doing the fun projects that, you know, I wanted to begin filming. And it's not like I haven't taken the necessary steps to do those things in my life, but I just haven't really had a chance to film them. So first off, I'm in a face mask. I'm definitely not matching my tie-dye with succulent pants, and I wanted it to be real. Like, you know, I don't want this like perfection attitude of like my YouTube channel. I just want it to be raw and myself, and so that includes sharing a little bit of my personal life with you, if in case you're interested. And it's just pretty much the fact that relationships are pretty fragile nowadays, especially with social media. And so all I want to say is that it's important to take a step back for yourself in relationships, whether it's with your siblings, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is that you have with this person. It becomes like this energy cord between you two, and sometimes we find that we could be uplifted or we could be drained from these relationships. And what I've come to realize is holding your space and ground for your own energy so that it cannot be affected by other people's, you know, whether it's like baggage or a situation or their words. Anything that can really set you off or get you going isn't probably the healthiest. Even if it's uplifting, that could make you codependent. So it's important to have the things that you do for yourself to uplift your own energy and not be so, you know, like attached or glued at the hip or just influenced by somebody else, because you don't know what's going to happen with them. And so that in turn can really affect you and how your mental health is going along, and or physical health or whatever. So the thing that I went through was a temporary like break from my partner, which made me move into this new spot. And all has been forgiven, but there was a lack of I don't know, honesty, or you know, just somebody pursuing my boyfriend like a few months back, and then him not telling me about it, which really upset me because there were, you know, images that had been sent, and rather than sharing that and communicating that with me, he just chose to kind of like forget about it, I guess, or maybe just not tell me, who knows. But the thing is, it really set me off, and it got the fire rolling so that I would just like take my things and move into a new location. And you know, it was for the best. I can't say it enough. Like, I think everything happens for a reason, and I'm very, you know, actually grateful that that girl sent him those pictures, and that, you know, I was able to see those and kind of just have this situation at hand where I had to handle myself and my emotions with somebody else's emotions, and kind of make a decision like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? And you know, love doesn't come very often. Those connections are really important to nurture, and so I do think that you know, love is worth fighting for. Don't give up so easily, but also respect yourself and respect your values, and you know, hold people accountable to what they do, and I think that honestly, this has created an even stronger foundation for a future relationship. I'm glad that this happened now versus, 5 years from now, where I can explain to him that there is an open channel of communication where he doesn't have to feel the need to hide things from me or not tell me about stuff in fear that I'm going to be upset. And I think that a lot of people base their decisions on past experiences. So really, you don't really know how somebody's going to handle something until you go for it and you present the situation to them. Don't assume that they're right off the bat going to get really mad at you. So that's my little spiel on relationships. And I also wanted to, touch base on the next project that I will be filming, which is mental health. And mental health is like really, just encompassed what I've had to go through in this last lifetime actually. And so mental strength is something that I'm continuing to work on and want to improve, but I know that it's definitely something that doesn't come easy. It definitely takes a lot of practice, and it's just little reminders of how you speak to yourself, whether it's just in a moment of stress or in a moment that you fucked up or in a moment that another person has done you wrong. Like, it's how you speak to yourself during those like really harsh, intense, ground shaking moments of your life. And I think it's important to be kind and be soft and be gentle and try. And I'm not saying, dude, everything is positive and just deal with it and think of it in the glass half full, but it's not always going to be that way, and that's okay. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to cry, but it's how you pick yourself back up, being I'm strong enough to handle this, or I'm powerful enough to overcome the situation. Even in moments of health, I've had to address some mental talk that I have to myself that's based out of fear of not living long enough, fear of not having children, fear of blah blah blah, and that immediately starts it's a vicious cycle that takes you down into a dark place of just hopelessness, which is the opposite of what you want to be achieving with your mental health. So I hope you guys watch my next YouTube channel or post, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed me doing this in a face mask, because you know what? Who gives a flying, you know what I mean, right? This is not a popularity contest. This is not a post on being perfect and, I have all my shit figured out. This is a post on realness, on rawness, on, being yourself, not caring how many likes you get, how many subscribes you hit. This is about the voice that you have, the importance of using it in this world, of sharing and communicating into this inner web or interconnectedness of life. It's the web of life. And so this is why I'm sharing my YouTube posts, because if it reaches even one person out there, that's who this is for. So thanks. Arrivederci. Keep that so long fleek, peeps. And holler at your girl if you have any questions. And let's get back to it. I finally have that fire flow again, finally feeling grounded, and so here we go. Let's get started on that YouTube, and peace.